Right, I wouldn't normally do this, but I've got to make a bloody video of this. Hang on a minute, I'll just turn this music down, hang on. Right, I've had 4 or 5 days now of constant and information war basically on Facebook, etc. And I just don't believe this fucking shit, man. It's just absolutely unbelievable. If I just have a look, right, there's a Facebook group which is called like Anti-Riot Operation Cup of Tea. Now I'm bloody mad. What the fuck is going on? Bloody Middle England. They're blind. What's going on? There's a quote here, right, that I've been trying to put over Facebook and stuff. Malcolm X, right, and it's absolutely spot on. If you're not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing. It's absolutely spot on. Now, yeah, okay, right, first things first, I have to say, like, people's houses being burnt down, people's local businesses being burnt down and robbed and looted, etc. Yes, it's very bad. It's very bad. I don't want to see it happen. I really, really don't. But please, for God's sake, open your eyes to see what's going on at the moment in the world, in this country. This government is robbing us blind. And just as Malcolm X explains in his quote, they're oppressing us. And we're fighting against ourselves. This is divide and rule tactics. All the mainstream media has been bleating on about for days and days and days the damage that's being caused, but they don't address the underlying issues to these social inequalities. Why do people feel that they have to go out and steal things? Why is it? Not just they are stealing things, but why? Why are they? I mean, I find it very interesting personally that all of these little kiddies in London and stuff, you know, they're going out and robbing brand name goods and things, and I think that's actually it's capitalism breeding itself. You know, the fact that capitalism tells us to get more, want more, demand more. You know, go to Tesco's, buy one get one free, buy one get one free. You know, it's always the same. They push it on us through the media, through bloody letters for your door and everything. It's all the time, just take more, 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 more. Unless you're stealing it when they say that's a bad thing. Now this is an absolute contradiction. There's also another quote that I've been putting around on Facebook as well, which is Boris Johnson. Now Boris Johnson, during the 80s, with his Bullingdon Club friends, used to go out looting himself, smashing up the Ritz. Now, let me read this to you. This is a quote from Boris Johnson's own autobiography. Now, this is the Mayor of London, who's just been out with his bloody broom yesterday, cleaning the streets of London with, you know, with a few people behind him cheering. Blatant setup. Anyway, here's the quote. This is Boris Johnson himself speaking. We got drunk, trashed the Ritz, and then went down Piccadilly to loot a few items from Fortnum's. Now, if they got caught when they were looting, they would pay for the damage because they can afford it. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, all these people in London that are looting that it's right, good thing. You know, we all have different morals and stuff. But I plead with people to actually investigate and understand and try to realise that there is many games being played here. Not just political, but socially as well. Now, what I'm seeing at the moment is a lot of people reacting to content without actually thinking about what they're wanting to say, and that's me included. You know, I've been on Facebook and we've been having debates and stuff like that, and you know, I've just been typing back, and then the person's typed back, and then I've typed back again. You know, and it's continuous, and we're not getting anywhere. What we need to do is take a step back. Think about it from other people's perspectives. Yes, I am doing that myself right now. I'm thinking, shit, what happens if I owned a business and someone burns it down? Now, I'm not saying that these people are not to blame. We all make choices in our lives. I haven't been out looting. I haven't been going out smashing things because I don't need to. It's not within my moral compass. But please, at least, like, try to look critically at the situation. The fact that the government is cutting the NHS, is raised tuition fees to £9,000, is cut welfare benefits, You know, I can't even get benefits from it. I've got no food in the fridge. I've got £330 worth of rent to pay at the end of the month, and I can't afford it. If you look around the world, look at Palestine, look at the Middle East. For years and years and years, they've had their houses blown to smithereens. They don't have a choice in it. Their homes, their livelihoods have been destroyed, but that's okay because the military's doing it, and it's in the good interest, as we've heard from Bush and Blair, etc., for years and years and years. But when it's on London streets, it's seen as a bad thing. Now, like I said, I don't want to see things being smashed and trashed and neighbourhoods broken. It's not the way I want to see it. I want to see a government that is by the people and for the people. Not these rich millionaires. 26 out of 29 Conservative frontbench MPs are millionaires. They have no idea what it's like to struggle. I've been homeless. I've been and still am with currently no money, no job. I finished university and I can't find a job and I have no money. I can't claim benefit. What am I supposed to do? 2 days ago I went into Tesco's bins around the back. And you know, it's absolutely sick how much food they throw away. Did you know that? All the food that they throw away, and there's people starving in Somalia. This is what I'm trying to say to you, is try and please get some perspective on this. Because this is absolute class war now. They're using the middle class to pick on the underclass. I've read some absolutely disgusting things over the internet in the last couple of days. Absolute racism. Absolutely disgusting. I really am astounded that people actually would repeat that on Facebook. And it's the same thing for the whole chav term as well. You know, oh, they're just chavs. That's absolutely terrible. That is just picking on someone. Now, you don't know what it's like to struggle. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do know what it's like to struggle. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that there is deeper sociological meanings to all of this. It's not just people smashing up shops. Of course, on the surface it looks like people just venting anger, smashing shops, etc, etc. But underlying is the fact that people live in absolute poverty. I've lived in Tottenham. I've lived in Camden. I lived in a squat in Camden. And it's not... They're places where everything is very intense. People live very close to each other, and lots of different people from lots of different backgrounds live very close to each other. Now, there is lots of different meanings behind what's happened, and instead of Boris Johnson, you know, going around cleaning the bloody streets, we need to start to see a government that's really for the people. And I don't think this Conservative government is for the people at all. They're for a rich, privileged few, and they've also got a lot of people, Middle England perhaps, duped, and to suggest that you know, we're seeing it all through media. I mean, like, for days and days and days, the BBC have been harping on about the damage, etc., and it's really painful to see. It was the first time in a number of years that I've had butterflies in my stomach when I've been seeing this. And I feel really sorry for people. I was watching this interview the other day, and this one shopkeeper was saying, you know, we were trying to barricade the windows to stop people coming in, and apparently people just pushed past and went in and robbed the shit out of the shop. And it's really, really shit. But I really think that we have to look at who's to blame. And the people that are to blame are all of us. It's through our apathy, through allowing governments to dictate yet for years and years and years about what's good for us. I have the feeling that a lot of these politicians don't know what's good for us because they don't live on the same level as us. There's another piece I just wanted to read to you, which is something I've written on Facebook earlier. It's just a short bit. Basically, I titled it, "Why Are People Looting?" Now, when I've been trying to think about why people are doing this, I think there's a multitude of different reasons why people are having to or wanting to go out and loot shops, and my explanation, or part of it anyway, was these are the children of consumer-driven, rampant capitalism. Why, when you're buying it, they say more, but when you're nicking it, they say it's bad? This society promotes greed, celebrates it even, but when it's nicked from shops, it is seen as a bad thing. I think we also have to consider the propaganda values of the media in this country at the moment. These are the children of a society who are just seeing an opportunity to get free stuff and take advantage of it, admittedly. But why? I'd suggest it has a lot to do with capitalism. That's what capitalism teaches us. It's ingrained in our heads. Buy more, dog eat dog, sod the rest, look after number one, and so on. Anyway, I'm just going to try and calm down a little bit. I'm going to go out and see the real world for a little bit, because Facebook, just like any other media, is all-encompassing. It draws us in, and we fail to see what's actually going on in the real world and speak to people on a real level. So signing off. Thanks very much for listening. Cheers.